very active around the map on the defensive side, something that was their signature going into the kickoff.
Oh, kills coming down through halls, still going for the trade though. Melzer's going to try to stand tall as DG is there to clean up the last one. Limping about, and Kalazine comes up with a big frag there, instantly outside.
Interesting. It wasn't really affected by all that util, but maybe the spam scared it a little bit. So that might falter with the lineups and the positions that they might have in a pulse plan for Loud.
We still have the molly down low. Oh, actually, Pankata's molly's down, so they'll just have the stimmy on that. Kalazine, though, ready with the post plant, and now the attempt from KRU to come in. They're trying to deny the angles. They know where Pankata is. Oh, just the backs. The shots cannot be finalized right now. And those are very early salvos coming out that's trying to deny, but Loud's still going to be able to hit the shots as they move into the site, and KRU has no chance. Big plans for this.
Here's a pinch on the other side, too. The drone's coming out, and thankfully you're playing from spawn, so the rope's good for you to rotate back.
Good pushes from both sides. A nice pincher in here as they finally get the aggression onto Loud, where Loud has to scramble. Now they're playing a little sweaty in this round as it's all the audible. They have to get themselves into a position now, and this push from Tui's could be the kingpin that turns it back in their favor.
Although they look like they're in a disadvantage, they have great utility to work with. Look at how far Tui's is pushed inside the spawn.
Rolling Thunder comes back through. Kalazine turns. They're going to have ultimate there as well from Armageddon. If anything gets too sticky on this one, they use it right away, Vans. Oof. Again, Melzer looks for the shot. Kalazine getting that. The trades just are not there for that man, and he'd probably get the second one with the way he's been playing. But now it's up to Adverso. These rounds he has been able to clutch before, but at 2 HP it is a very tall task. And the drone just waiting him out. They know he's behind the column, and they're waiting for the sound.
And there's not enough time. I mean, you got 2 HP, and at this point, Kalazine's going to attempt to allow Adverso to save his weapon.
Okay, here, right past the salvos, and in again. It's relentless coming in from Digizine. He's going to keep going there. Takes down Kesna at Adverso. A is clear again. Oh my gosh.
And you're facing 4 players. You're running outside of the smoke. There's 4 players there out from Loud just greeting you. Hello and goodbye. And now already potentially, yes, definitely goodbye from the A site. As you already see Shy and Melzer rotating back to save here. Weapons and ultimate. So we're talking about now potentially, thankfully, into the 7th round that you have ult cycles and weapons to work with. That could maybe be the saving grace for you to start and kick something up here for KRU side. But I think also the next step could potentially start bringing out an operator from Kesed on the defense. But the thing that's good from Loud is how they're currently playing on the post plan, chasing for the kills. The economy continues to stay quite low on the side of KRU, where they can invest into these type of utility and weapons.
Right. I do agree. One of the ways to shut down somebody just screaming around the corner is with the op, that hard angle hold. We see Digizine kind of breaking the timing of what KRU wants in their defense.
Is the pinches coming on the other side?
It's worked once before. KRU has to be a little bit more active to find the results, and they do get Pankata down. Smokes being out is huge. They can kind of take a breath here if they want, but do they have the chance? They say forward. W is the only key on the keyboard right now, and they're going to hit some shots with Tui's with the outlaw goes 1-2 punch, and they turn it around real quick. 3v2 is KRU still. I take that back. Melzer falls shy, and the kills coming in from Mazzino. Now it's just 1v1. Mazzino limping to safety here to figure out where Kalazine could be coming from.
And you just saw that KRU went for a force buy into this round because of the ultimates that they had. Playing around Shy with the Steel Guard, and then the lurk under is just so nice.
And here comes the Rolling Thunder for the execution. Oh, Mazzino's gonna get cooked up so bad by Pankata. Beautifully played on the entrance from the B connector. And now again, it's just Loud looking for what angles KRU wants to try to peek from. Armageddon goes down on one side as well. Canteen's going to be cooked up along with Spawn, and this is just hell for KRU. If they can stave this off, the entry could be very good for them, but taking headshots through the wall, taking more shots from DG is just making it impossible.
At least we have here the Armageddon if he could get some space, but he's just stunned up Adverso.
Oh my gosh. Man, but I think that was just util. We got to remember, Haven was 10-2 when they played first in the upper bracket. It could be a comeback from KRU on the second one, but Loud look like they're going to make that happen this time.
The thing is, a 10-2 was KRU being very good on the defensive side.
Oh, man.
And now we're on defense for KRU, and this is a 0-10. I think at least, if anything, Riv, you talked about Haven, that's the next map, so we could focus on that as well. that could be a silver lining for KRU to maybe push us into a 3rd map, but right now at this point, it's almost a done deal. You're just hoping on going into the second half that there is some sort of strategy to at least be able to play a lot of pulse plant for KRU because they have a perfect composition for it.
They do. And Adam will definitely know what to say. Seeing what happened on Fracture, maybe turn the team around. Vinny with the plan on A. Kesnet looking to bring one in before that half. Pankata here, loving the clutch situations. Just on the other side. They know where each other are. Oh, it's always going to be a headshot. Because there's always trades. Oh, this is big, though. This is big.
There we go.
Nice job by Adverso. A little bit of a wait. Vinny was kind of patient on that one. Not expecting the push down, and KRU finally find an opening. The Outlaw for 2Es, the Pankata with the Vandal. Looks like it could be the ground KRU are able to grab here with Spike now. Knowledge at a tree.
It was
Maybe
a good start.
Didn't know it was there.
It was at least a good start to walk contact and surprise some players, but the repeat going into that one, a little bit of a misstep.
My man keeps the Outlaw. He's standing on a Vandal.
Nice swing. Doesn't want to let KRU once again control the attack side. Already a push from the bottom of the map.
The push towards A, but the action's at C right now. Loud with 3, and man, you know, the flip side of this we also want to see is that Loud can instantly close out a game. Not let this one dwindle on, because you need teams rather that can do that. And not let that kind of waver back and forth here. So it looks like they're doing good already. That's another shot from Digizine. And now they will hunt down Melzer. This does not look good. Get that spike down, some extra money. And man, Loud are looking very, very clean as a full squad right now. It's not just one person in the star power.
Exactly. And you bring up a good point. I talked about a strong start. You're talking about a strong finish, and we're about to potentially see it here from Loud. Because we have now great anchoring from KRU. Melzer, I mean, in a scenario where potentially you get it done, I talked about how Melzer was really popping off during kickoff, but this is a huge ask, definitely.
This would be the ultimate high. You have to tap into that Digizine God mode that we hear him talking about, and it's not going.
But a counter molly, sorry, to prevent the early push out for a plant.
Oh, only W keys. They're in the site already. You see Shy kind of curling up over there behind the spike boxes. There's a plant coming down now from Adverso. A lot of low health bars, though, on that attempt as they got tagged up, and it's going to be tough as they protect for the retake.
Losing Adverso is tough now because we just talked about the pulse plant utility. It's slowly disappearing.
They are just going back and forth right now. Slivers of health here from Azino and Melzer. Kawenzine 1, Kawenzine 2, a third one from the same spot. He's just going to turn. And Pankata's going to get half on this one and then look for the fight.
Has been very prominent across the board in the fragging department. Nice little trap play. That's going to hit 2.
Oh, the counter. That was so good. You saw Vinny was inside sight, ready to shoot a fault line right under the satellite. Timed that with the Armageddon and Kawenzine, and they just slaughter KRU as they try to take that top side.
And I was just about to mention on the first half on KRU's composition and how it was fairly standard how they were trying to play the defensive side, but for Loud, they definitely came up with a nice little trap play that caught KRU off guard. The camera was so high just to make sure you could watch very deep down that line and just activate here. But by the time that you could break the cam, it's so hard for you to retreat from.
Quick trades. 3 for Kawenzine now, making this real tough. Will he go for another one of his 4Ks? Melzer's at 30. Shy is about to be trailed as well by Digizine, but they have a moment. Pankata's already aware. They are so knowledgeable about what the positions could be. Man, what a game from Loud here. Really reading Fracture.
Melzer 1 versus 4. GG. Sunned up, about to get ran down. And DGZ, who better than him to close out the last kill and even get the defuse for the extra stats of the ACS. And
doesn't have as much speed now as he dashes with Jet. Oh my, insta shot to Shy's face, and they're going to try to pressure out of the garage hall here. Paranoia is taken out too. They know this is a heavily covered site now.
This might make Loud start pivoting back though, because they've identified 3 players until this lurk happens from Vinny, but it's a trade-off. Now it seems potentially that Loud could be pinned. They have an opening this time, and there you go. An opportunity to pivot around, and Adverso doesn't want to peek. I mean, it's a great call. You don't want to give your position away. You don't want to lose more space. You have a 3v3 with still 2 good agents that allows for you to flood retake with the salvos that are just used now to delay.
Beautiful delay. They create a wall of salvos, a wall of smoke, and it's going to be Digizine going up to the top side, and that is just enough elevation distraction for the first few kills. Melzer now just about even in this HP, and Melzer hits the shot. It's the pistol round coming in for KRU.
Oh, never mind.
They flashed a trap as well. Remembered it was DG and Vinny before on the Neon and the Breach. Now for Haven, it's the Jet and the Breach down long that are able to get that combination together. And DG still just as fast to pick up those kills when he needs it. Dash is back off of those 2 frags, so he's going to be happy to go into sight if he needs to create more chaos.
Woo. Beautiful lurk by 2Es.
Yeah.
That's going to allow Loud to even fall back towards an open C site as Pankata even gets a drive-by onto Adverso. I mean, this is so good from Loud. We were just mentioning on that first map how good the protocols have been. The beginning of this round, you saw that they tried to add that pressure into the garage to break the trips and to try to force rotates. Where Digizine, just as I mentioned, was about to get caught off guard by the A-side push. But they just make sure that the protocol's there. The flash comes out.
There was that push, long C, gets the paranoia right through, so the team's going to try and just wait this one out. Shy. Playing it smart. A lot of these are just getting face-to-face fights. The players are walking right up to each other with the smokes, with the control that they have on these sites, so it's making it very tough for the initial engage. And now Adverso almost finds, he finds one. Pankata almost. Play was not the one. They were in garage for the side of Loud.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Everyone's blind. Everyone's paranoid. Coming out of that finally, it's just going to be Util getting thrown left and right to see if they can get an engage here. Shy and Mazzino able to pick up 2 quick kills. It's now going to be left up to 2Es creeping into the site from behind, and they've already got the read, but he takes out his opponent. He takes out Shy. Mazzino's there for another 3K.
They've already cleared out the A site, forcing now KRU to play the retake.
Just on the edge, has to dodge that one. 6 seconds left, getting it down. Whoa, Digizine actually saving the life of the planter, and they're going to still get into the site here. Out of ammo is Mazzino, but Kesnet comes up with a 4K. In the end, the chaos again. Flashes for Kesnet. Mazzino's ready to throw everything in with the paranoia from Melzer. They should be able to hit this perfectly.
Wonder if they're still winning a couple of seconds here before they get the salvos up, and now it's up.
Paranoia goes through. Here come the rest of the flashes. Vinny goes down instantly with his eyes burning from the sun. Kawanzine and Pankata doing their damnedest to trade this one back, and they got a beautiful crossfire as it's the members of KRU getting dropped as they enter the site. Behind 2Es in garage. Okay, sometimes that's the hardest shot, but he picks it up and he gets a Vandal now to reset and give the team a little more power on the map.
It's always nervous. Especially when you think you have it and you have weird movements, and then suddenly, boom, they turn around and 180 you.
Yeah.
Not this time around from Shy. Dimensional Drift, as we mentioned before, ready here for Kesnet, finding information and spots them all here on the A-side hit.
Looks like they're trying to reposition. One heard it, but they're still, you see, focusing forward, knowing where the threat's going to come from first. A nice flash comes through. The Guardian can't ring true for Kawanzine as Kesnet comes up big. Just seeing the planter now. Kesnet finishes 2, and Shy will find the third.
Half Pankata that did find that that position towards that B side. He cleared towards that window, and unfortunately also dies by Kesnet. With all of these inserts, it would allow KRU to rotate back and forth based off the successes that at least 2Es has been able to get in this first half on his lurks. But now it's just probably going to be a save for Loud.
Oh, look at, they feel so comfortable on the map now. Kesnet lurking, knowing these angles can easily be his. 30 HP and still looking for more. Yeah, 2Es good to clean that one up. It's going to be tough though as Mazzino's just on the other side. Footsteps, he's going to be moving. Oh my gosh, right in with the Dimensional Drift goes, and now they're going to follow up with that util from Mazzino, so Digizine have to be fast here. Few kills coming in. Loud's able to clean those up, and Mazzino's going to be doing some damage. Now he has to turn around to get the shot, but he can't get the swing. And Pankata is looking for Digi to come out of that left side. Oh, he gets the shot on Shy's shoulder as he sees the hat go behind the smoke. 53 to 87 on that HP. Actually, a little bit more. Is it going to be enough? And it is enough for Kesnet. Doesn't matter.
Dean already has a dash procced.
A shot procced almost as well. Oh, hits a few to the chest. Melzer's going to just absorb those. They get out safe, and they'll have a Sheriff now in their hands. A quick Tejo drone up the site. They don't have to engage on this just yet. Great coverage on their defense, so they know they have a little bit of time before they have to worry about any lurks.
And Loud just wants to full gamble into that. 3 players are moving through. It makes sense. The camera's so deep down towards the C side for Tui's. You have a Trip watching the B side, and he's holding Garage with close range Ghost. So he has full control, at least, of the information. So Loud now committed to fight inside the A site. KRU looking to hit.
Engaging with the drone, doesn't get Cowanzine caught off guard. Melzer, however, able to trade that as they get into sight. They all go right side, swing left though from Adverso, and that's going to be a big kill onto Vinny as they open it up, leaving just Tui's on that rotation, as we said before. Knowing he destroyed the Trip, he's going to have all eyes on him as he comes in. And a big round for Loud. Being able to stave off that 11th round from KRU is going to keep some of the pressure off, but they still have a lot of work to do.
That might be the tell too for KRU as to why they're bringing out this compositional change, because you just saw this stop and go, waiting for the next wave of fault line and salvo so they could re-exit into the site, which potentially what could have been missing.
Definitely going to have a little bit better of a chance to do it, but Cowanzine is actually shut down, so I'm eating crow on that. The plant goes down and they go out. KRU, a quick one on this, is they're going to have to shoot through the smokes, but they got a bit of util to do so.
And did you see never rotated back in? I think this is Loud being too prepared against KRU without the pulse plant utility available from KRU's previous compositions. I mean, look at this now. You have Aftershock just around the corner, ready to delay on the first tap. Then that will allow the salvos to come back up after. Paranoia to delay even more. Then just spray a lot until the salvos are ready and you win on time.
Yeah, lots of spray. A little bit of praying being done too. A nice swing out Sheriff shot, another, but it's going to have to be quite a few with the timer ticking down and nobody.
Zeno, and they're going to hit the A site just like they did on Pistol.
Nice flashes. Kaznado shooting true. Cowanzine just flashed inside the wall there as Vinny also goes down. This looks like KRU coming out even stronger here to show them it was just a mistake on Fracture. Looking for the final kill. Shy is going to find it in a 13-2 Haven victory to bring us to map 3. The site, very high rate of effect, and that's going to be a push right towards the A orb. They're past it already from the side of KRU. A triple kill for Kesnet, and the dash out is for beautiful safety on that one. Still up again, and he'll use it a second.
Lightly damaged as Kesnet gets away, but who needs double satchel? You could just hold W and use a dash to escape.
Why not?
But that is also because of the setup of how A site is. Easier for you to run up to get the kills as soon as the bearers come up, and Kesnet's looking for the ace.
Crowd's already in it. They're gonna search. We got the trifecta running around. Kesnet gonna be in the front here, and it is up to Vinny just to get that spike money down for the squad. I say wait here, family photo if he tries to push.
Plan would be good here for Vinny for sure. And he's going to stick to it.
Yeah.
Gamble, nobody's coming towards the spawn. He hears a rotate from heaven.
A quick peek. Shy down.
Wait a minute.
Oh, puts himself in the open. The ace does come through.
Map from A to help middle. It still gives you a lot of ground that you could cover for KRU. Playing into their strengths. Making sure here that Kesnet continues to find his groove. Now back at the Jet in this tiebreaker map. Tui's unfortunately. Oh my God! Cast a curse.
No way!
Cast a curse. My bad.
Tui's just got that kill on Kesnet. Threw down a bite at the feet of Mazzino and had no right winning that second classic fight with Mazzino knowing exactly the positioning.
And he forces to rotate instantly, and look at Loud. They went for the fake to meet up with everybody towards the sewers, and then just goes back towards the B-side plant. And now they have numbers advantage with pistols and also a phantom upgrade late lurk by Tui's.
We saw Tui's everywhere on Haven behind the side of KRU, but Loud just wasn't able to act on his flanks, on his lurks. Now he's just making it happen himself here. A third kill on the round, and we're going to see another ace, Vansili, as they are just cleaning up the members of KRU.
At 10 HP, I don't think so, but at least the players are there to
I think it's going to have to happen. Uh-oh. Oh, big uh-oh here. 2v2 now. It just got, like you said, 10 HP. Cowanzine a little bit healthier here. Looking at almost the same thing on both sides. Cowanzine picks up one. Melzer with half and has a chance to look around. The time is there to get a second defuse on. Gives away himself with the sound of the Bulldog. Fakes the defuse, but the salvos quickly keep him off, and that's going to be the timer rundown. I think this one goes in favor of Loud as Cowanzine picks up the final kill.
To assist here on Digizine's map control attempt.
Oh, wow, what? Kesnet, I think, knew he was going to commit, but didn't expect to see that much standing in front of him, just right in the middle of the ult orb. And now the push-up, they know Tui's is in a pretty interesting position, and Verso's just going to actually go for the clear here. A little reckless on that one, thinking it was going to be clear for a little bit longer, I think.
If he gets his third kill, unfortunately not. That might have to force Loud to activate towards this B site, but nobody rotated yet from the defender side.
30 seconds left.
Oh, the flash. Nicely played, but it actually didn't cut the corner enough to get in the eyes of KRU. The headshot through the box, but Shy is able to correct the aim and get it back down to get that one. See here, seeing all that pressure today.
And finally, the map polling works out for Loud. They have chosen the weak side.
Mazzino, hasn't it? Playing the high-low. Beautiful job on the entry, though. It looks like it was Digizine trying to get in a little too early, and Pancada cleaning up 3 immediately as he found some low health bars here, and the rotation is going to be huge as well from Vinny because he might just hear Adverso.
And even if Adverso dies, though, well, yeah, he will. I was going to say Vinny. Adverso pushed forward, so he's going to be able to get a big backstab unless Pancada turns over. Armageddons are exchanged. This should be a plant no matter what, and now you've exhausted the amounts of ults available with the exception of...
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, that. No chance for KRU to really set up here for the retake.
Mazzino probably getting a few ult points here if he can get the hits in, but gonna have to hope for those. All eyes are gonna be on as he comes around to the left side. Nice job by Loud working the early portion of this map as a default, figuring out that they can get a kill on these KRU pushes. Melzer or someone is always pushing from an extremity here. Rotation, they don't even have Pancada towards the site yet, but it's a great look from Melzer to know that long lurk could still be there with the speed of the round.
And that's a weapon pickup. So you're now looking at Blade Storm, 2 rifles, and a Stinger to retake. So the pit is actually a great decision from Loud in hindsight.
They're going to be able to throw themselves in. This pit's going to get them a little bit more closer, too. They might be able to enter at the same time and create some chaos. A lot of pressure on DG here to find somebody. Melzer, could he get another one of the flanks down? It would be incredible. And there it is. Melzer does find another one. This is going to be huge for the team as Shy picks up another. They are absolutely wiping out Loud. Oh, that's going to be Tui's, however, coming back through. No time in the end as they stretch it just far enough. Melzer scooches.
Stay alive as long as possible, especially if Loud is able to delay inside the B site.
Playing so smart just on the outside of that Rolling Thunder too, so it hits no one. That space is still going to be known as clear, though, as KRU start to enter the site, so they have a bit of room to make something work. Just on the other side of the wall is Adverso and Vinny here, and that's going to be Adverso falling down. The util to come through to stop the plant, ready for the garage.
Not liking this.
There's the spams, there's the kills.
Are we going to see just one-sided halves every single one of these maps? And it looks to be the case at least on middle.
Mid-fights? Mid-fight straight out. Adverso wants to take that one straight up. And they do get some trades. 2-2. No one too worse for the wear here. Health looks almost the same across the board. And we still have this lurk on the right side of Tui and Melzer. Usually has some impact for one of them, but they're going to backpedal off of this just for now as we come up on 1 minute in the round. And B, not looking great for Loud as that ultimate from Viper is down. Shy has already used it to try and direct the hand of Loud this round.
And this is a smart play. Yeah, you don't really have anything to try to clear out towards that pit that Shy let down. You still have your Viper up for Tui, so they could start playing with the up and down walls, but playing contact seems to be the name of the game. Smoke dissipates, and that will just keep KRU guessing. And you can already see it. KRU is guessing on this rotate, and they're guessing wrong. Back towards the middle. Easy now. Open sight for Loud to plant with.
It's going to be a long rotation over. See how much space Digizine grabs here. I think they'll just stay in the corner, keep it safe. One more star up there. Pancada needs to figure out where he can get to put that down safely.
Well, he's not falling back, so
just put up the cover.
Yeah, looks like all 3 players want to stay within the site and just delay even more on the Heaven smoke.
All 3 points covered. The only thing they really have to watch now is that screens area as Mazzino gets one down. Paranoia comes through. Pancada in a beautiful spot to trade 1, 2, and a third one as he looks to the high ground. Tui still has that outlaw. Knowing the effectiveness it can bring to the low by here.
Exactly.
There he goes. I should have just let it happen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He starts off immediately with 2 kills that we would expect with that outlaw into a pistol kill.
And a hashtag 1 HP towards the end.
Yep.
Old school tactical FPS players would know the hashtag 1 HP. That said, though, everybody's thinned across the map for Crew with the Stinger buy. I don't think there's going to be too much value they're going to be able to get. Especially now that Tui's only has 1 HP. He can't really move back to re-clear the spots unless he gets his team with him. So that means for me that the utility might be utilized a little bit earlier on the side of Kawadzin to try to clear with the drone. That might be the only silver lining that would allow Crew to avoid that information, or avoid that drone rather, and surprise him with a close range Stinger fight.
They have to do something to close the distance. Oof. Just a Stinger shot to the shoulder, all they needed.
Yeah, looks like it's just a 1 HP selfless play, get the info. You know the breach is there now.
I like the early wall drop by Shy. They tried to catch him off guard a little bit. Salvo is back towards elbow. Mazzino helps. The rotation from Cheyenne has a little bit of time now. And they get some nice trade kills there. Kawadzin gonna plant, gonna hold that in the smoke and then try to get himself to safety. He does have a quick concuss and a drone if he feels like there's any time to use it.
Somehow it's turned around in the advantage of Crew. Kawadzin has to go into clutch now.
He's got good positioning. He's already moved himself off the spike. Making sure there's no trailer for him right now. Oh, it's going to be from the top side, and that's what they were waiting for. There's this mid-fight again. They're going to give it to us. Patiently waited, though, for Crow. Okay, they give it to him. Never mind. They peek out, finally, just as the smoke starts to come down.
Because they already lost at Verso, so at the minute mark, you can't drone anymore, so you have to go for jiggle peeks, and the patience displayed by Loud was very nice. Again, I'm saying I forgot that Digizine opts on the attack sides, because the whole half and the whole series so far has been a lot of just rifles and dead fights, and like brawls in the very beginning, so this is good here for Loud to bring this out. A little bit of a trump card to potentially close the lead, 9-3.
Oh, and the ops are ringing true now. And you mentioned Digizin, probably one of the series we see him with an op the least so far.
Yeah. As
he just picks it up. So yeah, very interesting to see there. But it comes out at the right time for both of them, and looks like Loud goes for A.
Beautiful.
Melzer is just ready for the peek out of the smoke. Beautifully done as the gas was dropped, and they were not prepared for that.
10 seconds left.
Didn't want any of the smoke of the operator, and they still get it towards the end of where Adverso is in the post plant. Just so easy for him to play Salvo towards the end while the rest are just delaying. They have to move quick for Loud.
Fault line comes in, flashes go out. You see Loud just looking for positioning, jumping around, playing hopscotch instead of shooting back and Crew.
Control, nobody was there at pistol.
Just on the gas right now. Kesnick goes forward. 2 flawless rounds coming into their bonus round, and they are gassed up on this one. Pushing through towards that B heaven, and they know actually B main control is not grabbed here. You can see Shy backing away, telling the team, but they're still going to choose to go to B.
Thing is, though, this plant might happen. Yes, Kawadzin gets the kill, but there's another late lurk coming right here from Melzer.
It's going to be huge. They have to pick apart the rest of the squad of Loud, and Melzer does just that, regaining control of B. Now meeting up with Mazzino in sight. They get a smoke for safety to put themselves back into a position that might be somewhat of an advantage, or at least where they think they have an advantage.
Yeah, and there's already a smoke towards heaven. They have a second smoke if they want to use it. It'll be a perfect way to do it because the Salvo's just delayed the plant for Crew's end. So there's that second smoke to allow a safer plant and even a safer escape. Paranoia at the ready as well for Melzer in the back of the site as they're playing the high-low. So yeah, you're not going to use this flash anymore. You're just gambling here on the high-low, and you know from this position it's decent because the salvos were already used by Kawadzin.
1 battle star for Pancada actually just puts it out towards that left side. The concuss misses because of the high-low and the pressure. Oh, that's almost a kill. Kawandzin's able to find it, though. Very nicely coordinated. That's actually, they're all going to try to drop out. Again, they don't have main control. This is just about how the last round happened. Loud trading now with Pancada, getting the last 2, the best of it so far. And that 4v3 is going to slow down for just a moment. Mazzino in sight, though. And that's Cowanzine actually able to trade the two. Flicks back to Mazzino and still gets that one as they know Shy again is going to be trying to come from that B main area. The trades, and that is easy to retaliate against. Oh, nades in. Oh my God, the retaliation. Pancada saving the hide of his teammate there on the entry. DGZ still gets to live around the column.
Never expected there was going to be a second player just closing the gap, closing the space of where Kesnet could dash in. And that's what we're talking about. Double initiator utility to support the Jet to move through, and it's just going to be a selfless play. That said, though, you're supposed to draw some players in the process, and unfortunately, he got snuffed right away. And that's not going to leave too much left for KRU to convert this round, unless Loud overextends, just like we currently see Vinny back towards that spawn.
Exactly. I think Vinny has the team more himself. Once they have an advantage, take positions where all the knowledge is just fed to you. You're pushed up that far, you know where the move is going to be, and everybody is looking at the right angles. 4v2, they still have a bit of work to do. Shy is still finding the backs of some of Loud. Pancada is trying to figure out where he is. Oh, he knows.
Oh, he knows.
He knows.
It's mind games and Shy wins it!
Not gonna matter. The Stingers are coming up huge here. All right, where is the spike?
Exactly. Down, TP'd, good.
Oh my God, Shy is on one right now and it cannot be stopped from Stinger to Phantom, and it is now up to Vinny here. Already had the push. I was saying Loud knows where KRU is coming from, but it doesn't matter at this point. They're gonna hit their shots.
Started off so well, though, with Loud, avoiding the fault line on the top of the balcony to get the first pick and drop the spike, but then everything else that followed, it wasn't necessarily overextension, but hold that thought. Vinny's trying to actually commit into the retake.
Smoke after the smoke. Now has to clear through this. Time already dwindling. One shot comes up clean. The break, oh, the stop. Shy still brings in the aim and follows up on the fault line. KRU is so happy to see this and say, cool, we'll do something in a moment. And there's Shy just pushing Cowanzine.
And now they don't have the Rolling Thunder to delay.
Oh my gosh,
and they get picked off.
Just absolutely walking over Loud right now. Get the site, get the plant, 3 there. Obviously going to be saving this operator as Tui's goes down to Mazzino, so that's going in the hands of Kesnet if they even want to. Kesnet's been on the forefront of these fights, so they may just stay with somebody else on the team to still have the power gun.
And that's the paint shells I wanted to see on the previous round to help the retake. Jeez. And somehow going for aggressive positions.
Protected, but they don't even need that yet. 4 it screens. This is going to be huge if they can get out. That's going to be big. Brings him down to 6, though. A lot of damage back onto DGZ from that. Mazzino and Shy picking up 2 right there. They're looking to get it on the 12th point right now. Game point in their eyes. With just 2 left, and Shy gets the 4K there from the get-go.
Yeah.
And we're just seeing it fall apart inside the site. Here it is once again. KRU dismantling Loud. No protection from the buy to be able to cover each other, and the site's wide open in B.
Communication's good for KRU. Look at how they communicated to enter the site, and even in this whole pressure, drop in that spike for Shy to get a plant, to get the pit, and to get it up.
Incredible comeback here from KRU to keep it strong and keep the consistency from the second half. Pistol only losing a few rounds, but now they look to take the series with the last 3 kills onto Loud as they enter the site. Loud looking to play a bit of elevation. Digi now in the eyes with the Guardian, trying to finalize a few kills as Vinny does get one of those onto Mazzino. But KRU is trading back even harder, leaving Tui's by himself, and Kesnet with the 3K means it's 3 maps for Loud versus KRU. But KRU comes out with the victory.